In South Louisiana, our landscape is always changing. This 5-day unit is designed to help students understand how our land was formed, why it's disappearing, and what we can do about it. Throughout the week, students will explore the Mississippi River Delta, investigate land loss, examine the role of levees, and evaluate restoration efforts. This curriculum is built around the short documentary Unintended Consequences, Restoring the Sole of Louisiana. Over 5 lessons, students watch the film in segments while completing activities that help them explore Louisiana's past, present, and future. Lessons can be completed independently as standalone supplementary material or as a sequenced unit. The goal of the curriculum is for students to create a meaningful connection between the material and their everyday lives. To achieve this connection, the lessons draw upon a mixture of group discussions, hands-on activities, structured writing, and debate. Lesson 1, Delta Formation and Deposition. In the first lesson, students begin by building a basic understanding of Louisiana's geography and how the Mississippi River shapes our land. Inform students that Jefferson Parish serves as the geographic focal point of the unit. Then gauge their prior knowledge of the region with a quick class discussion. Possible conversation starters include: which parish is bigger, Orleans or Jefferson? Which cities are in Jefferson Parish? What bodies of water run through or touch Jefferson Parish? Then give each student a blank parish map of Louisiana. Ask them to draw the path of the Mississippi River in shade in Jefferson Parish using what they already know. If you're utilizing this curriculum outside of the parish, extend the activity by having students mark the parish or city in which they live. Afterward, provide the completed map so students can check their work and make corrections. This is a simple way to activate prior knowledge and get everyone on the same page. Before starting the video, give students a minute to read through the guided questions. This helps them know what to listen for. After completing the warm-up, students will watch the first chapter of the documentary and complete guided notes as they watch. Key takeaways. The Mississippi River carries sediment. When the water slows, sediment settles. Over time, this builds land called the delta. After the video, have students work with a partner to answer the follow-up questions. This gives them a chance to process what they learned and hear other perspectives. To close the lesson, students complete a quick exit ticket by sketching Louisiana, labeling Jefferson Parish, and drawing the Mississippi River. This is a helpful way to check for understanding before building on this content in the subsequent lessons. Lesson 2, Land Loss. In Lesson 2, students begin exploring the problem of land loss in Louisiana. Begin by engaging students in a brief discussion. This conversation should gauge students' prior knowledge of coastal land loss and introduce them to any vocabulary needed to complete the daily warm-up activity. Possible conversation starters include: how is new land created? What is land loss? What are some primary causes of land loss? Why is land loss a particularly concerning issue in Louisiana? Next, have students complete the warm-up activity by plotting the relationship between deposition and subsidence in Southeast Louisiana. This activity helps students see that while the Mississippi River once built land, the balance between land building and sinking has changed. As students complete the graph, they begin to see important patterns. The land is sinking at a faster rate than new land is being built. Something happened in the 1920s to stop deposition in the area. Said event is still preventing deposition today and is predicted to prevent deposition in the future. Challenge students to deduce the cause. Discuss in small groups or as a class. After the warm-up, transition into the documentary. Again, give students time to preview the guided questions before playing the video. This small step makes a big difference in focus. Key takeaways. Subsidence. Land compacts and sinks over time. Major causes of land loss include storm impacts, sea level rise, and human activity. Next, students participate in a hands-on lab that models subsidence. In this lab, students build a simple model using sediment and water. As they compact the soil and add water, they observe how the land level changes over time. Step 1. Build your land. Loosely fill the cup with sediment and level the top so that it's flat. You can use a ruler or your hand to level the soil. Just make sure not to pack down the sediment. Step 2. Compact the soil. Gently drop the cup from about 1 inch above the desk. Repeat 3 times. Step 3. Add water. Use a pipette to place 10 drops of water on the surface of the sediment. Step 4. Measure. Mark the new soil level on the cup using a permanent marker. Step 5. Record data. Write your measurement on the chart provided. Step 6. Reflect. Answer the critical thinking questions. Step 7. Repeat steps 2 through 5 over the next 4 days and track changes. Be sure to circulate and ask questions as students work. The goal is not just completing the steps, but understanding what the model represents. Once students have completed the lab and cleaned their workspace, direct them to the exit ticket. If low on time, use the critical thinking questions at the end of the lab as the daily exit ticket. Lesson 3. A look at levees. In Lesson 3, students examine how human decisions, specifically building levees, have shaped our environment. Begin class by having students record their daily lab data. Ask them to look at the 4 opinion signs hung around the classroom on the way back to their seats. Read each statement aloud, gesturing to the corresponding sign. Then, read a debate statement and ask students to move to the corner that matches their thinking. Debate statements. Levees along the Mississippi River are necessary. The benefits of the levees outweigh their negative impacts. Invite students to share their thinking once everyone has chosen a corner. This activity gets students thinking and allows them to hear different viewpoints right away. After the discussion, students return to their seats and prepare for the video and reading. Students watch the next chapter of the documentary and read about the Jefferson Parish Coastal Strategic Action Plan. Key takeaways. Levees protect from flooding, but they stop sediment from reaching the wetlands. The exit ticket for Lesson 3 is a CER reading lab. To complete the activity, students will read a brief overview of the Jefferson Parish Coastal Strategic Action Plan, and then construct an evidence-based argument on the necessity of levees using evidence from the reading, video, and their notes. If needed, take a moment to review the claim, evidence, and reasoning structure before students begin writing. CER framework. Claim, your argument. Evidence, facts and data. Reasoning, explain how the evidence supports your claim. Students choose a position and support it using information from the video and reading. If you think your class will need more than 20 minutes to complete the CER writing lab, consider extending Lesson 3 over a 2-day span, or assign the written portion of the lab as a take-home assignment. Each class is different, so feel free to adjust proposed timelines or activities to fit your class's needs. To wrap up, repeat the 4 corners activity. Ask students if their thinking has changed and invite a few to share why. Lesson 4, restoration. By Lesson 4, students are ready to focus on solutions. Direct students to record their daily lab data. Then engage the class in a short discussion. Ask students what they think can be done to protect or rebuild Louisiana's coast. Conclude the discussion by introducing students to the Coastal Master Plan. The Coastal Master Plan is a comprehensive guide to all local, state, and federal projects focused on preserving and rebuilding Louisiana's coast. The Coastal Master Plan is developed, implemented, and enforced by the Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority. To stay up to date with our ever-changing coast, the CPRA releases a revised master plan every 5 years. The most recent revision was in 2023. The Coastal Master Plan organizes projects into 3 categories: risk reduction, restoration, and programmatic restoration. Coastal Master Plan. Risk reduction. projects designed to decrease the amount of damage caused by storms, flooding, and erosion. Restoration. Projects that rebuild, sustain, or create new land. Programmatic restoration. Small projects that focus on location-specific issues. If possible, show students the interactive project map. Even a few minutes exploring it helps make the work feel real. Students then watch the final chapter of the video and complete guided notes. Key takeaways. Sediment diversions. Large-scale restoration projects that bring water and sediment to the wetlands by creating gated openings in a levee. Coastal wetlands are a natural storm buffer. Next, students take a closer look at a real project from the 2023 Coastal Master Plan. If time allows, give students a few minutes to stretch at their desks prior to playing the video. This video is a report on the Mid-Barataria sediment diversion by Fox 8 from November 2024. Instruct students to complete the diversion deep dive pro and con chart as they watch. Conclude the lesson with the exit ticket. Encourage students to think about who benefits and who might be impacted. This sets them up for the final lesson. Lesson 5, Community. In the final lesson, students connect science to real-world decision-making. Begin by revisiting the previous lesson's exit ticket. As students share, list the different groups that might be affected by restoration projects. Students then read a news article or series of articles and update their thinking. At the time of this curriculum's publication, the Mid-Barataria Sediment Diversion project was paused and being reviewed by government officials. Since then, the project has been canceled. The following activity can be completed with all students reading the same article published in 2024 and linked directly in the curriculum, or by dispersing different articles to students and discussing the findings as a class prior to drafting statements for the mock City Council meeting. Next, students prepare for a City Council meeting. In pairs or small groups, they write a statement from the perspective of one of the groups discussed at the start of class. Students should use evidence from their texts, notes, and the in-class video as a basis for their work. Set up the room like a council chamber. Invite students to present one group at a time and encourage respectful listening. Invite fellow teachers, local government officials, or representatives from any of the groups listed at the start of class to serve as City Council members. After presentations, allow time for feedback and reflection. This is a strong opportunity for students to practice communication and see how complex these issues and decisions can really be. Over the course of this unit, students built an understanding of how Louisiana's coast formed, why it's changing, and what can be done to protect it. Key takeaways: land is built and lost over time. Human decisions impact our natural systems. Solutions require multiple perspectives. With these experiences, students are better prepared to think critically about environmental challenges in their own communities. Thank you for bringing this work into your classroom. Your students are learning about issues that directly impact their lives, and that learning really matters. Have you used any of these lessons in your classroom? We'd love to hear your feedback. You can reach the curriculum development team with any comments, questions, or concerns at nature.nerds.with.lane@gmail.com. Thank you.